I just stuck an ordinary stone into the ground. Then I placed some loose change around it and smeared it with red paint. 10 minutes later, a long line had already formed here. People mistook it for a god. They came to pray and donate money. Some even lay flat on the ground to bow and worship, because in India, worshipping gods has long become part of everyday life for everyone. But in fact, all of this was a complete scam. Those fraudsters made a fortune by dressing up fake gods like this. Yet no one ever discovered the truth, until my appearance finally exposed all these scams. Not long ago, I came to Earth from a distant planet with a mission to observe human society. But just as I stepped off my spaceship, I ran into an old man. When he saw the gemstone necklace around my neck, he became greedy. So he snatched it away in one move, then got into a car and drove off. But that gemstone necklace was actually the only remote control that could take me back to my planet. Now that it was gone, I completely became an alien stranded on Earth, because I could not understand the language, and did not know that humans needed to wear clothes. So in order to adapt to Earth, I took a piece of clothing from a dancing car. But when I entered the crowd, I was laughed at by everyone. It turned out I was wearing a skirt on my lower body. From that moment on, I finally understood that men clothes were different from women clothes. One day I found a piece of paper in my wallet. On it was printed an old man wearing glasses. After careful observation, I discovered this thing could be exchanged for carrots. And I also realized that to survive in this world, this piece of paper was extremely important. So I began collecting paper with the glasses wearing old man printed on it everywhere. I thought I would be able to trade for lots of carrots. But when I arrived at a stall and handed the paper to the vendor, he was completely confused. Only at that moment did I finally understand that only that specific piece of paper could be exchanged with others. So every day I would take money and clothes from the dancing car, and I did not care about anything else at all. But if I wanted to get my remote control back, I realized I had to learn the language of this world. Otherwise, I could not do anything. For example, when I wanted to remind someone their pants were stuck. Because I could not speak, I could only use my hands to help. But after doing all that, I felt like I might have ruined his fashion. So I stuffed the pants back in again. But this seemed to make him very angry. The next second, he kicked me to the ground. Seeing things were going bad, I immediately turned and ran. Luckily, he ran out of strength and gave up after chasing for a short while. But right at that moment, a car crashed straight toward me.